This is an incredibly big box that I could not wait to open it, but I wanted to wait until the release of Nintendo Switch 2 so that we can unbox it and see the accessories for the Nintendo Switch 2. And by the way, I've used Jsaux accessories plenty of times on all my handhelds that I had before. I just feel like they're super amazing, and I reached out to them if they wanted to collaborate on the video, and they were happy to send this box. So in a way, while this is a partner video, a collaboration, it is one that I actually reached out to them because I really like the product. So let's see what they came up with for the Nintendo Switch 2. I feel like many of their products are amazing, especially I love their screen protectors, which you're gonna see in a second. So let's go, let's open this up and look how big this box is. Let's do this, let's see. And we have one more big box. Okay, so this box is full of the Jsaux boxes. So let's go over what we have here one by one, because there's gonna be a lot of cool things that I think many of you might want to be interested in, and if you are interested in any of these products, I'm gonna leave them in the description if you want to check out any of them. Coming from these smaller boxes first, these are the Joy-Con caps, so if you like to have extra protection of your Joy-Cons, or you want a little bit of a different texture of the Joy-Con, then this is for the analog sticks. But I know many people get these, so if you're interested, this is what you can get. Here is a game card case, and that looks pretty cool. Let's see how it looks in person. So this is the Jsaux game card. Oh, this looks nice. So you can have all your games if you have the physical ones, and especially now with Nintendo Switch 2, which has the game key cards. So even if you have digital versions of the games, you need the game key card. This is pretty cool. It's really nicely like rubberized, and you can actually put SD cards into it too. So you have place for SD cards and the bigger cards, and this is for 40 different game cards. I don't have that many, but if you do, this is pretty cool because you can just put it in your backpack and have all the games with you on your adventures. Okay, I did not expect to be racing, but here we are. We have a proper racing steering wheel. I cannot wait to see this. Well, I know there were steering wheels for the Nintendo Switch 1. I never got any because I just felt like they were so small, they were literally made for kids, but this is definitely much bigger. Let's see. Okay, so this is a steering wheel for your controller. Let me get the Joy-Con. So if we put this inside of here, it should click into place. No, it doesn't. It just slides into place. And now we have a steering wheel like this. You literally have a small steering wheel. To be honest, I feel like this is actually one cool gadget because you can use it not only as a steering wheel, but if you're using just the Joy-Con as a single controller, so for example you're playing like this on a single controller if you're with a party of people, you can actually put it inside of here and make it just more ergonomic for a hand because the top two buttons are actually on the top. So the triggers are here with a more physical button now, a little bit bigger. They are profiled for your hand, so now you have a better controller because you can hold it in a better formation than just the Joy-Con. I feel like I'm gonna use this. I'm not gonna use it as a driving wheel. I'm gonna use this as a bigger Joy-Con grip for just a Joy-Con. So it's really cool. I'm gonna have to say this is pretty cool. For kids, maybe this is gonna be cool to use the motion if you like that kind of stuff. But I personally feel like it's really cool as like an additional thing that you can use it like a normal controller now that you have it, and it's pretty nice. And trust me, you don't want to know how much of a mess there is here. What you see is pretty nice, okay? Let's just say that what you see is pretty nice. What you don't see, it is how it is after a midnight release. Okay, this is definitely my favorite, even though we're not even halfway through the boxes. This is one thing that I love about Jsaux products. This is the screen protector. I have it for my Nintendo Switch OLED, I have it for my Asus ROG Ally, and the Steam Deck OLED. For all of them, I always get from Jsaux, and this was one of the reasons I wanted to collaborate with them. First off, you have two screen protectors in the box. You also have a whole kit to clean up the screen, pick up any dust you have, and then apply the screen protectors. You have two of them, so if one breaks, you have the other one, or if you just misplace it. But it's really hard to misplace because you have this, and this is for me just a game changer for someone that is a person that loves to have everything super precise, and I have a problem with things because if there's just slightly misaligned, I'm having a problem with it, and this is a lifesaver. And what this is just makes everything much easier. You put it on the Nintendo Switch, as you can see, it comes into place, it just frames nicely around the whole Switch, And now this is like a guideline, so when you put the screen protector on, it is gonna fit exactly in the yellow box. And when you take this off, it's gonna stay exactly where this aligned it. This is pretty much for aligning the screen protectors. And thanks to this, all my devices that have a screen protector don't scream that you have a screen protector, because I made it a little bit to the side, a little bit misaligned, but here you can rest assured that it's gonna be perfectly in the middle, and you cannot see the screen protector because it's so nicely, precisely put on the device. So this is my favorite accessory from them. Like, I always just right away get it from Jsaux. Those are the best screen protectors you can get for your Switch or any other handheld console. So next up we have a protective case. What's really cool about this, it's a case for your Nintendo Switch. So it slides pretty nicely on, and now we have a, ooh, this feels nice. You know why it feels nice? Because it makes the grip, it's kind of like having the grip extension. Okay, I'm loving it. I'm already loving it. I did not expect it. I did not expect to love this one this much. I thought it's gonna be cool, but not this cool. I never use any protective cases for my handheld consoles, but I did have one thing for the Nintendo Switch OLED, which was the grips, because I wanted to have a little bit better ergonomic experience. And this, well, not only having the protective casing around the whole system, it adds the back grips. So you have two in one, now you can have somewhere to hold it. This feels amazing. I can definitely see myself playing like this. This feels amazing, and by the way, you're just making your console that much safer. And the plastic here and the rubber feels nice, and you have like this opening here so you can see, but it's still covered, so it's pretty nice, really good looking. I'm excited. I'm excited. This made me excited because it feels even better in hand than I thought it's gonna be. So it's really cool. Did not expect it to be this cool, and it's definitely cool for those that want to have like a grip, but also have the protection of the protective case. One thing you probably are gonna notice with the bigger boxes, we have different cases, and for example, this is a storage case. So what this is a little bit different than what the other one was. Imagine like a lunchbox, but for Nintendo Switch 2. Look at this. This is a box where you can put it inside. All you have to do is put it inside, close it up here, and this is perfect for travel. For example, if you want to go on a plane and you just want to have your console with you in your backpack, but you're a little bit afraid that you're gonna break it in the backpack when it's, you know, squished, this is perfect. It's slightly, just making it slightly bigger, but always protected, and it's super, super nice. It's, like I said, like a lunchbox for your Nintendo Switch OLED, and when you open it up, you have the Switch inside. It's pretty cool. Once again, a super, super cool product. And there's one thing I noticed right now. When you close it up, like the lunchbox that it is, it still has the opening for the USB-C that is on the top. Remember, the Nintendo Switch 2 has two USB-Cs on the bottom and the top, and the top one is exposed, so you can still charge it while it's in here. That's really cool. Once again, a really thought out product. I feel like Jsaux just has so many cool thought out products. That is why I actually reached out to them and I wanted to make this video possible, because I knew they're gonna come out with so many cool things for the Nintendo Switch 2 that are gonna be thought out, that are gonna be actually useful. It's not accessories that you get just for, you know, just to have them. I feel like all of these accessories are something they can actually use, and it's really cool, and they're just made really well. Okay, so this is a full cover case set. So what this is, and I'm not gonna put it on my Nintendo Switch just yet, but this is like a protective case, but it's, as you can see, it's nicely covered in like a film here so that it's nicely packaged. And then we have the same thing for the Joy-Cons. And I'm actually gonna go ahead and put it on my Joy-Con just to see how it looks. So you put it on like the bottom here, then you put the cover on it. So if you lock it into place, as you can see, it's like a glossy finish on the top and then a little bit more like a matte finish on the bottom. But now, if you look at it, there's actually a little bit more profile to it. Thanks to this, it's just more comfortable. And let me compare it to a stock Joy-Con. So this is without it, this is with it. I would say it feels nice. It's like an extra added protection, extra added, you know, grip on the back. Not a lot, it's not too much. And if you put the whole set, so the cover on here, it is gonna be like a clear case for your Nintendo Switch 2. This is gonna be nice for a lot of people. This is a colorful, ultra thin carrying case. So what I'm guessing is this is gonna be a more, you know, like when you have a case that you want to have just the Nintendo Switch without the accessories or anything, this is gonna be probably a nice one for that. Okay, look at this color. It's definitely a outgoing color, I must say. But I know a lot of people that have the Nintendo Switch love outgoing colors. Like, let's be honest. Oh, and it's much different in terms of the colors inside. It is like a beige color. It is kind of like a beige. You have the place for the Nintendo Switch games here, and then you have this to put your console inside. So if we put inside my Nintendo Switch, my new console that I got just not even 2 hours ago. Imagine this, that I was just 2 hours ago outside waiting in line to get the Nintendo Switch, and now I'm already making a video about it. You can put it like this, close it like this, and it's a super nice, super slim, but feels nice. It's a nice build, and it's, you know, a really outgoing color. Maybe not the best color for me. I like more toned down, but I feel like it's gonna be a nice one for many. Oh, and we also have here, wow, that's really cool. We got some stickers. The best accessory in the world. And last but not least, the biggest one of all of them is the portable carrying case. And this is definitely more my style. It's my color, definitely more than the other one. While I have to say the other one was built really nicely, I feel like this is gonna be more my alley because it's not only bigger, it can just hold more things. It is also in a little bit better color for me. It matches the Nintendo Switch. It is just slightly bigger, so I'm not really expecting it to have that much more space. Okay, so you have this, so if you wanted to connect it to like on your hand and have it on your hand and then just connect it this to the carrying case. There's also a bigger one, so if you want to have it like on a shoulder string. This reminds me a lot of the case that I have for the Asus ROG Ally and the Steam Deck, especially this part, which is really cool because you can use like a kickstand space for games here inside. You also have the space for the console itself, so you can close it up and wrap it up. There's for the Joy-Cons. Yeah, overall feels really nice. Really nice in terms of how it's made, really smooth, so there should be no problems with any scratches. So let's put the Nintendo Switch here. Okay, so this is actually a little bit bigger than the Switch 2 itself, because it is made so that if you have the case on it, the other case that we just saw, you can actually put the case on and it's still gonna fit inside of here. So we can put some kind of grips and this is still gonna fit. So it's a little bit bigger, but it has a little bit more space inside and it's a little bit more my color. And one more accessory you need is subscription. If you're looking for a subscription for the Nintendo Switch Online, check out the link down below for Instant Gaming, where you can get great discounts for the online subscriptions, games, and gift cards. Also, with Instant Gaming, we're doing a giveaway where one of you can win a game of your choice. Check out the link down below for the giveaway. With that being said, these are some of the best accessories you can get for the Nintendo Switch. And I feel like if you are looking for accessories, you can pretty much just go to Jsaux, pick out whatever you need, and you're probably gonna be set with everything you need. Like I said, they have such good quality that I just wanted to partner with them. I wanted to collaborate with them, and I reached out to them to make this video possible, but I did not know exactly what they were gonna send. I just told them one thing that I need is the screen protector, and if you like the matte finish, they also have the matte screen protectors. So overall, I'm super surprised with the box. I was not expecting such a big box. This is an incredible box of accessories, and while not everything is for everyone, I feel like definitely the screen protector is something you have to get. It's just an amazing one that you don't really feel, don't see it, so it's amazing to get one. It's just perfect. And the case is definitely something that I feel like many should get. If you like protective cases, there's different ones that I have shown in this video, but there's even more on their website, so check it out. I'm gonna actually link down Jsaux' site below, so if you're interested in any of those things, you can find them in the description down below. Also, a big thank you to Jsaux for making this video possible. If you have any more questions about these accessories or the Nintendo Switch 2, let me know in the comment section down below. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed this video once again, and I'll see you next time.